Welcome to Timoteo TV. I'm Eric Sugarmore, and I'm here with Timoteo's best, Buddy Martinez, Leo Mota, and Chris Lar. And we're here to predict Week 4's games of the week, which...
You forgot the review last week.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Chris, you messed me up.
Pastor Mark came and asked me
Well,
for some
what I
wisdom. Listen to me.
All right,
I know it's late.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Timoteo TV. I'm Eric Sugarmore, and I'm here with Timoteo's best, Buddy Martinez, Leo Mota, and Chris Lar. And we're going to do Week 4's predictions of Timoteo's football games on Saturday. But we're going to go back to last Saturday where we had some amazing games with the Cowboys who went 3-0. Leo, brother,
Yes.
I underestimated you. I didn't think you were that good of a coach, but everybody else thinks that it's the players on the team. But hey, you're pulling it off. And correct me if I'm wrong, is you and the Eagles are the only team that's undefeated in the league.
Yes.
So
That comes to an end, though, this week for the Eagles.
that comes to an end. All right. Well, you guys finished off with the win in a thriller, and I hear you had 6 downs to do it on the last
downs?
drive.
Yeah.
6 downs. Well, hey, let's start out with Week 4, and we'll go with Chris Lar, the first picks for a 1 o'clock.
All
game.
right, the Panthers versus the Cowboys. All right, the Panthers had a shock of a loss last week. I don't know what happened. We're still the Panthers. We are at a turning point. This week is going to be a very rough week for us. I mean, it looks like Tyree and Sadiq are going to be gone. George just got out of the hospital today with flu-like symptoms. We have our kicker has bunions. Our snapper has hemorrhoids. I mean, you go down the line, we had so many problems. I mean, I feel like I have a nursing home or something that I'm working with. But we're going to give it our best shot. But I think we're still hopefully a couple games away from getting back on track. This week, the Panthers, I don't see how we're going to keep up with the Cowmen. I think the Cowboys are going to win this with 25-12.
Yes, I agree with Chris. My team, the Cowboys, are going to come out on top on this one, but that's a little too close, Chris. I think we're going to win this one 42-18. I want to make a bet here with, the host over here on the side that the Cowboys will win this week big. We're going to score 40 points for the first time against a Panthers defense that never gave up 42 points. And if we win, you got to come in with a Cowboys hat on.
Oh, that sounds great.
It is
But
great.
If we win, you're coming in with a Cam Newton skirt.
That's cute.
Yeah, so me, in this game, I mean, the matchup that intrigues me the most is Quentin against George. I mean, Quentin seems to just be able to fly by everybody's safeties and score at will. And I think this week, he's going to have a tougher matchup with George. The only problem with the Panthers is George is the only one that's coming to play. George and Marquise. Marquise is another one who's been in the middle, who's been holding it down. They need their other players to step up this week. And I think this is going to be a gut check for the Panthers. And now the thing is I just don't think they're ready. I think Randall showed us where he's at last week. He dealt with some adversity last week, and he wasn't able to come through. And I think if he thought that week was bad, this week's going to be even worse because this is when the Cowboys finally get on track. What I'm hearing now from Mike Couch is that if the Cowboys do not blow off the Panthers, he said they might be thinking about making a coaching change.
Yeah, I'll agree with him.
Yeah, so this week, let's just end it here. Panthers don't have a shot in this one. 65-18. Cowboys make me look nice this week.
Wow.
Take your ones out.
Well, you know what? I'm always been the type of guy where we do our talking on the field, and that's how it's going to go. So let's go back to the other week.
We did have a really nice intro to to the season, though.
That's true.
At the
That
rally
is true.
night.
We
That's
had
what
the best-
really matters.
we had
here.
the best intro.
That's right. No,
That's
no,
true.
no doubt
You,
about it.
you know, it's not how you start; it's how you finish.
That's
No,
true.
not this
Yeah.
year.
That's true.
Okay.
The war is the Urban Bowl.
You're right.
All right. The battle is the regular season games. So let's go to that other 1 o'clock game with the Ravens versus the Lions.
All right, the Lions. The Lions actually. Did you notice they actually made the top 10 this week a couple different times? They are actually getting better. They have the quarterback was looking good. They had this receiver. Man, he was mossing people, looking real good. And this week, if there's going to be a week the Lions are going to win, it's got to be this week against the struggling Ravens. The Ravens. Last week, they became unglued, guys throwing shirts everywhere, walking off field, getting mad, losing. The Lions, if there's going to be any week that the Lions win, it's going to be this week. but I still think they're not quite ready. I think the Ravens are going to find a way to squeak us win, and they're going to beat the Lions 26-18.
You know, history is about to be made. The Lions are going to get their first win this week against the Ravens. Score is going to be 28-25. You know, Pastor Mark came to me recently earlier during the week for some Timoteo wisdom. You know, so I gave him a little bit of that. And he will be at their practice this week to straighten those boys out and get them ready for this Saturday game. So remember, guys, history to make, and Lions come out on top.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about to agree with Leo on this one. The Lions are definitely getting better. And I believe ever since they made the change at quarterback with Marr, they've looked like a different team and actually gave the Raiders a run for their money in that first half. You know, with their weapon, Chris was talking about Deshaun. I mean, he was just up there just being able to moss anybody. And, you know, with Big George in the middle and Phillip, I mean, these guys can probably contend with the Ravens. The Ravens, on the other hand, all this hype, and they're not producing. They're on the way down. This last week, they were complaining about the referees. Now, give them some credit. Bryant was reffing their game.
Yeah.
Listen, I had it the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It is ugly.
That says a lot.
Yeah, but you got to get over that. You know what I mean? Bryant being, I guess, the most conceited referee in the league.
I agree.
Yeah,
Indeed,
definitely.
I
Yeah,
agree.
and so you got to be able to get through that, and you can't let the players think that that's the excuse of why they're losing. They're losing because they just didn't play to their best ability. So I mean, I got the Lions winning this one, 31-27. Richard, Kyrie, Khalif, and Jelani, you guys got to step it up this week. If not, I mean, this could be, if you guys lose to the Lions, I mean, the season might be over.
Wow.
Yes.
You know, I saw some Raven players walking off the field in the middle of the game, taking off their jerseys. So, Leo and Buddy, you guys might be right with these predicts. So let's go to the first 2:30 game, and we have the Cards versus the Seahawks.
Yeah, so the Cards and the Seahawks. I think we should ask the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks need to change their names to the Giants. These dudes keep getting taller and taller each week. You see, I've never seen the average players like 6'4" on their team, and they're huge. And but the Cards, you know, they have RG6. They really beat the Cowboys last week. Let's just put it out there. They really beat the Cowboys. It was the refs with the Cowboys that allowed the Cards to win that one. So I think the Cards are beginning a winning tear right now, and I think the Cards win this one 32-31.
You know, I'm going opposite with this one. I think the Seahawks will win this one in a close one, 34-27. I don't think RG6 can close these games out. As you seen, he failed last week.
Well, that's because the refs were on your side. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
Only reason.
6 down.
You know, there's a couple.
Yep.
There's a couple
6
calls.
down.
Six
There's a
downs.
couple.
Even
downs.
Magic Man 6 can't do
Listen,
it. With
there's
6
a couple
downs.
calls
6
that didn't
downs.
go either way. You
Yeah,
know,
right.
there was a holding call. And last time I checked, holding is an automatic first down. I didn't get that. You know, so that's okay. I guess
But
it
you
worked
got-
out in both our favor.
With all
But
that
listen,
talent, man, you don't get these calls, man.
You know,
You got first
Plus,
and
you know,
6, though.
I told my players to take it easy on them in the first half. You know, I wanted to get, make it look like a game, you know, so the Cardinals could feel good. So them RG6 is not clutch. You know, he fails to come out and close games out with his team for the third time this week. So Seahawks win this one 34-27 in the close one.
Yeah, I mean, I want to talk about the Seahawks real quick. The Seahawks, you know, they're a team that were about to implode, and I believe Jesse Ortiz and the captains of that team, they kind of rallied their team. They might have beat the Packers if they didn't sit some of their studs in the beginning of the game. And I just want to commend the studs for not quitting. You know, Zaire, Chisholm, and Charles for really kind of pulling it together, and they really look like they're in it for the team this week. And they had some kind of calls that kind of could have went either way against us, and they could have very well pulled out that win. So I'm thinking that the Seahawks, I mean, they're going to get better, and they're getting better. And I think this week against the Cardinals, I mean, the Cardinals look like a stud team, maybe a contender for the championship against the Cowboys, giving them a run for their money. But like Leo said, I mean, Hassan cannot close out games. I mean, this is the
clutch.
second week in a row where he hasn't been able to close out. He had the game in his hand. He had guys wide open in the end zone, and he throws it to Quentin, chokes.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Then loses his composure after the game. Hassan is an incredible player.
Yes.
And he's one of the best
got a lot of
players.
talent.
He's one of the best players in the league. I'll say that right now.
Yes.
But he has to be able to finish. You know what I mean? They used to come at LeBron. He can't close out a game. I'm saying Hassan can't close out a game. And I think that's why they lose this week, 30-28.
Wow, so you're saying that's like the Dallas and the Heat championship game, huh?
That's right.
Yes.
He got to step it up.
Well, all right. That
And
does
keep
it
his
for-
composure too. Keep your composure too.
Well, that does it for the first half of Week 4. Stay tuned to the second half predictions.
Yo, you gotta stop hitting that.